Welcome. Let's begin today's yoga session with a breath work practice. We call the breath work in yoga pranayama. This is the bear breath. We'll breathe in for 5, hold for the count of 2, breathe out for the count of 5, and hold again for the count of 2. Just do what feels good to you. Generally, we breathe through our nose, but you can breathe through your mouth if that's more comfortable. Fill your tummy up with air. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. And breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. Again, breathe in, hold, breathe out. Hold. Last time, breathe in, hold, and breathe out. Hold. Take a moment to just tap in with all of your senses. What do you see? Whether your eyes are open or closed. What taste might you have in your mouth? What do you hear? What do you feel physically? And what do you feel emotionally? No judgment, no expectations, just awareness. Good, then let's begin twisting toward our right. Maybe looking over the right shoulder. And then switching to the left, sitting up tall. And back to center. And we'll flow back and forth with those movements, breathing in at the center, breathing out, twisting, breathing in and breathing out. Knowing we can hold in any position, or we can continue flowing with our breath. Eyes can be open or closed. And when you're ready, we'll come back to center. Good. Let's go ahead and bend our knees, crossing our ankles here. And we'll cross one arm over the other. And then round our backs, stretching our shoulders, maybe pulling those knees apart. We can even open and close those knees, tucking our chin toward our chest if that feels good, to our necks. And if you'd like, you can cross your arms the other way, maybe even crossing your ankles the other way. And again, rolling your body, rounding it, stretching your shoulders, stretching your upper backs. Good, and we'll come back to center. Let's go ahead and straighten our legs here. We'll take our right arm above us, place it on the tops of our backs if we can reach, and then take that left arm behind, trying to reach those fingers. If we can't reach, we can grab either a towel or maybe a belt or a scarf, anything that you'd like to reach closer to those hands. You might find one side is easier than the other. Sit up tall, place your head against that right arm. Stretching your shoulder. Good, and gently release. Roll those shoulders back and forward. And let's try the other side. We'll bend that left arm, touching our backs. Take that right arm behind, trying to reach those fingers. If we can't, we can always use a strap or anything we have. Good, and gently lower down and roll those shoulders back and forward. Raise our arms into the air and stretch forward. Anywhere we can reach, breathe in, lifting up. Breathe out, lower those arms back down. Breathe in and forward, out. Breathing in and out. Moving with our breath. Listening to our bodies. And the next time you're forward, go ahead and stay there, round your body and relax. Gently roll yourself all the way up. Let's come up onto our knees now. So we'll bend our knees and then come all the way up, facing forward. We'll walk our knees to the left side of our mat. Take that right leg out, toes pointing forward. We want to make sure that our knee is right under our hip. And we'll go ahead and take that left arm into the air, reaching up high and then over. Breathing in as we reach up, breathing out as we reach over. Moving with your breath. Stay reaching over, really feeling the stretch on the left side of your body. Come back to center. We'll take that top arm down to the ground or maybe on a block or pillow right under our shoulder, and then lift the other arm up and reach over. Gently bring that top arm back all the way down to your side and come all the way up. Nice job. Let's go ahead and bring those knees in and we'll walk them to the other side of our mats. And then we'll outstretch, this time the left leg, keeping the toes facing forward. Once again, making sure the right hip is right above that right knee. Reach that right arm up and over. Breathe in and out. Hold here. Good. Come on up. And we'll drop that arm down right under our shoulders and reach over. come on back to center. We'll bring both knees in. Sit back on our heels if that's comfortable. If it's not, you can cross your legs here. And we'll continue our side body stretch. Reach over toward our left and then back to center, reaching to the right and just flowing with our breath, breathing out as we reach, breathing in back to center. Good, we'll come back to center. Let's come onto our hands and knees now. We want to make sure that our knees are right under our hips and our hands are right under our shoulders. And then we'll begin our cat and cow flow. Breathe in, lift your heart. Breathe out, round. Flowing with your breath, breathing in and out. If you'd like to add a child's pose to the end of the out breath, once we round, we then sit back toward our heels and then come forward, breathing in, breathing out, rounding and sitting back. Moving with our breath. Good, we'll come back to center. And this time we're going to walk our hands forward just a little bit. Hands are flat. We curl those toes under, push our hips in the air, and push back into a down dog. Our knees can be bent or straight. We want to push our heels back and push our shoulders back. Maybe even pedal those feet out. And then we'll flow with our breath. Come down onto your knees. Push back to a child's pose. Breathing out. Breathing in. We lift up. Pushing back. Breathe out. Lowering down to that child's pose. Flowing at your own pace. Good, and we'll all meet in a child's pose. Arms can be outstretched or down by your sides, wherever it feels good to you. Good, let's walk those hands back toward our bodies. And we're going to come up onto our knees. Let's step our right foot forward. We do want that knee to be right above our heel, keeping that 90-degree angle. We want to push that left leg back so that we're really feeling a stretch on that thigh and on that psoas muscle. Lift your arms into the air if you'd like, or leave them on your leg, or maybe even keep them on the ground or on blocks or pillows. Good, then lower those hands down. We're going to move with our breath. Breathe in, keeping your heart open. Breathe out, straightening that leg, reaching forward, breathing in and out. Next time you are forward, go ahead and stay there. Maybe lifting the heel, maybe walking those feet back a bit, stretching that right leg. And we'll come back to center. We'll leave our left hand on the mat or on a bolster or block and lift that right arm into the air. You can keep it straight up or circle it around, lubricating your shoulder, And reversing the direction. Good. We'll come back to center. We'll go ahead and walk that right foot out toward the edge of our mat. And we can stay right there or maybe even roll on to the outside of that foot. And open that inner thigh. We can stay up high or maybe come down onto our forearms. Gently, we'll come back up. Walk that foot back in, bringing our hands on either side of that foot. And then once again, straightening that leg and hinging forward. Trying to keep our hips square. Let your neck release. Let your tongue release. Good. We'll come forward once again. And we'll step that foot back. Coming up high. We'll walk that left foot forward now. Good. Then we'll lower those arms down and breathe in, lifting your heart. Breathe out, straightening that leg as much as possible. Breathing in and out. Flowing with your breath. Good. And the next time you're forward, we'll go ahead and stay there. Reaching toward that leg, maybe lifting the heel, maybe walking those hands back, letting our necks hang. Good. We'll come forward. Once again, this time we'll leave our right hand on the mat. Remember, you can always place your hand on an object to lift you a little bit higher if you would like. And then let's lift that left arm into the air, maybe circling it around in one direction. And reversing. Good. We'll come back to center. We're going to walk that left foot out to the edge of our mat. Bring our arms to the inside. Maybe roll onto the outside of that left foot to really open up that left hip. We can stay high. We can come down low. Whatever feels best to you. Very good. We'll come up very gently. Walk that leg back in, placing our hands on the sides of our legs, and then stretching that leg forward once again, maybe lifting that heel, reaching toward the knee. Good. We'll come forward again, and then we'll walk that left knee back, bringing both knees together. And once again, we'll cross our legs here, sitting forward and just circling our bodies around. Maybe allowing our neck to circle as well. And reversing the direction. back to center and just take a minute to tap in with how we are feeling at this moment. Have you been able to relax? Have you been able to find yourself, even for just a few seconds, in the present moment? Let's go ahead and bend those knees, and we'll roll ourselves down onto our backs now. We're going to take that right ankle above the left knee and open up that right side. Opening up that right hip. Bend your right knee, but we do want to make sure we flex that right foot to protect our knee. You can stay right here if that's a deep enough stretch. If you'd like to deepen, thread the needle by bringing your hands behind your left leg or holding even onto your left shin and pulling a little deeper, pulling in more toward your body, flexing both feet. Very gently lower that left leg down, and we'll switch to the other side. This time bringing the left ankle right above the right knee, opening up that left side. If you'd like, you can push a little bit with your left hand. Make sure your left foot is flexed. And if you'd like to deepen that stretch, grab behind your right leg, maybe grabbing the shin. Choose what feels good to you, flexing both feet. If you're finding yourself tilting to one side, try and bring your hips back to center. Very gently lower your right foot back to the mat if you lifted that leg. And let's uncross those legs. Let's bring our hands down by our sides and lift those legs into the air, circling our ankles around and reversing the direction. Good, then point and flex. Good, then wiggle those toes. And open and close your legs, stretching those inner thighs. We'll come back to center, lower our feet down to the mat, and we are going to go into our final relaxation. You can straighten your legs, you can put a bolster under your knees, you can sit up if you prefer that. Find any comfortable position for your final relaxation. And let the sounds of the birds here just reverberate through your body, cleansing and clearing anything that's ready to be released from your cells. welcome to stay just as you are for as long as you'd like. But if you're ready to come out of Shavasana, very slowly begin to come back to your body. Come back to your breath. And gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And then relax. And whether you're lying down or you're sitting up, bring your hands to your heart. I see and I feel and I honor the light in you that is the light in me and in all beings. Namaste.